One year, Ed and I got a special car. It was a drivable car, a car that our uncle had made for Ed and I, and we got it for Christmas. And it was great because you could get in it, and it was battery operated. You could drive it around. We drive it up and down the driveway there, etc. Not only in the wintertime, but we drove it in the summertime as well, and all the kids got in and had a great time. But the biggest problem with the car was that you had to be on a flat surface or maybe even a driveway. You couldn't drive it over the grass, so it was difficult to take it into other areas of our yard, like the grassy area. So you're really limited in where you could drive it. But my brother and I figured out that with the steering wheel, if we turn the steering wheel all the way upside down, that the mechanism, the little angle thing for turning the wheels, would be on the top side, and that would keep it from running into the grass or into large rocks or whatever, and we'd be able to drive the car on the grass or throughout the yard per se. The only problem with that was when we turned the wheel all the way around to be upside down and then steered it. When you steered it, you used the exact reverse. In other words, if you wanted to go left, you would turn right. And when you wanted to turn right, you turn left. And it was a little confusing, but at first, but then we got used to it, and we figured out a way to drive it around the yard, and we just turned the opposite direction that you wanted to go to. Well, that was fun. We were able to drive this car all over the yard and have fun with this little electric car that our uncle had made for us. But then we one time went up to Wisconsin to a park that had go-karts. Well, my brother and I, we've been riding lawnmowers and this little battery-operated car, so there was no big deal to get in and drive around in a go-kart. What we had forgot was that we had been training ourselves to drive in the opposite direction of where you wanted to turn. So when we first got into these go-karts, we were going the wrong way. We were trying to turn this way and that way because we were used to turn right to go left and turn left to go right, and it was really confusing, and we were smashing into each other, smashing into other people, driving off the road. It was crazy until we finally got enough time with the go-kart, so we figured out, oh, okay, if you want to go right, you got to turn right. You want to go left, you turn left. But it was a little crazy, at least for the first few minutes, getting into those go-karts, and I'm sure the owners were wondering, what the heck are these kids doing? But we figured it out, and we managed to get the go-karts going and had a great time going around the track. But that's when we had used to drive the wrong way, turning the wrong way in our car, and then into the go-karts as well.